Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. D, and this is Save by Grace channel, where we talk about law, grace, and everything in between it. That's right. I said we, as in you, me. That's we. So, we're going to talk about the law, we're going to talk about grace, and I decided to create this because I am, first off, I am a preschool teacher where I teach 4 and 5 year olds. I just stepped into that role coming up soon, but I've always taught, like, I've taught from pre K all the way up to high school, and I'm stepping out of a role where I was the team specialist for the Boys and Girls Club. And I also on the weekends am working with our youth on Sundays, a couple Sundays, 2 to 3 Sundays. Well, I would say maybe 1 to 3 Sundays um, out the month. It just depends on like my flexibility, how much they need me. But most of the time, it's averaging out at like 2 months. I mean, 2 Sundays out of a month. And so I work with the youth, and so I decided to create this Saved by Grace channel because I realized that not everyone working with youth, not everyone really understand what law is, what grace is, and how it actually works together versus being in opposition to one another. And I know our youth, depending on the environment that they're in or whatnot, they may not really understand what law is and everything like that. And so I actually asked them one day um, while we were in session. So happened we was talking about law, sin, grace, Paul, and I stopped the one leader that was speaking, and I was like, "Hold on a minute." I was like, first off, guys, I was like, "How many of you all understand what law is?" And they just kind of gave me a look. So I was like, thumbs up to the side or thumbs down. If you understand what law is. And so it kind of was like a mix in the class, with most of it being here and here, but a few of these. And so and it was about 25 kids in that space. And so I went into explaining that. And so I got to thinking that, like, until I really started getting serious about my walk with the Lord, that I wasn't real clear as well on law, grace, and how it works together, like what that looks like. And so once I explained that to them, they had a better understanding, and then I also asked Lord that I hope I spoke properly, and that I didn't say anything that would lead them away versus coming to Him or whatnot. And so on this channel, um, I know that there are other adults who may not understand exactly law, grace, and how it works together, and that's perfectly fine. We're all learning and growing together. And so, um, on Saved by Grace, we will be discussing those things, like what law is, what grace is, how it works together, and then some other things in between that, how I'm going to connect other topics to law and grace as well. And then I would appreciate it if you guys would drop any questions that you may have once we really get it going, or even now, if there's anything you would like to ask me or know about. Ask those questions down in the comment area, um, and I will answer them best as I can. Even if I don't know the answer, I will seek out the answer and get the proper answer for your question. And so I really want us to learn together, grow together, and really just bring each other, work together, and bringing each other closer to the Lord. Thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon.